Some fears are born in childhood and never leave us. Clowns are supposed to bring joy, but what happens when their smiles hide something sinister? This is the story of a clown who didn't just perform at parties. He followed people home. It started with a birthday party. My little brother, Tommy, was turning 6, and my parents had gone all out: balloons, decorations, cake. But what made the party special was Mr. Giggles, a clown my mom had hired last minute. I still remember the moment he arrived. He stepped through the gate in a faded yellow suit with oversized red buttons. His shoes were comically large, and his painted grin stretched just a little too wide. But what really unsettled me were his eyes. They didn't match his painted-on smile. They were dark, hollow, like he was staring through you instead of at you. Mr. Giggles was good at his job. He twisted balloon animals, juggled, and even did a few magic tricks. The kids loved him. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Then, right as the party was ending, he leaned down to Tommy, ruffled his hair, and said something that sent a chill through me: "I'll see you tonight, birthday boy." That night, I couldn't sleep. The wind howled outside, and the tree branches cast eerie shadows against the walls. I told myself I was just being paranoid, but then I heard it, a giggle, soft, muffled, coming from outside. I sat up in bed, my heart pounding. Slowly, I walked over to my window and pulled back the curtain. My stomach dropped. There, standing in our backyard, partially hidden by the trees, was Mr. Giggles. He wasn't moving. Just standing there, staring up at Tommy's window. His painted-on smile seemed even wider in the darkness. I stumbled back, my breath caught in my throat. I wanted to scream, but when I looked back, he was gone. The next day, I told my parents what I had seen, but they brushed it off. "Clowns don't stalk children," my dad laughed. But I knew what I saw. That night, Tommy woke me up, his voice trembling. "There's something in my closet," I sighed, thinking he had just had a nightmare. But when I walked into his room, my stomach clenched. The closet door was open, just a crack. I reached for the handle to close it, but then I heard it, a whisper: "Shh, you'll wake the others." A cold wave of terror washed over me. I grabbed Tommy and ran out of the room, slamming the door behind us. That was the last night we slept in that house.